Hello, welcome back to Keto Homestead with Jess. We've got a little bit of an echo. Yeah, I'm gonna cook with some ghee. Ghost. See if that works. All right, I think the echo is gone. Got 2 people in the live. We'll wait for a couple more people. I am going to be doing sausage gravy and biscuits, keto style. I'm going to share this out real quick. Try to get a couple more people in here. Hey, Warren Lewis, how you doing? Good to see you. Long time. My computer's running really slow this morning. If anybody in here can share me out, I would appreciate it. All right, I got mine shared out. Who else is jumping in? The Best Life. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. TH2, hello and welcome. I'm just waiting for a few more people to hop in and then we'll get started. Good morning, Moonlight Gypsy. How you doing? I usually go live Saturday mornings with the cook with me, but I wasn't feeling it yesterday. Christopher, hello. Sorry. All right. You're doing fantastic. Awesome. Yeah. Should probably open one of my ghee. While we're waiting for more people to hop in. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate you sharing me out. If anybody else has the ability to share me out, please do so. That ghee smells wonderful. So if you don't know, last night a bunch of us over at Ghost Prepper's channel, we canned some ghee last night. It was awesome. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Big Chief, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I've got sausage in my skillet here, and I just threw some ghee in there, so I'm going to start browning that up. Oh, awesome. Susanna is always welcome. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 1 cup of almond flour. I hope you can see me okay. Yeah, you can. Get that 1 cup in there. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of powdered buttermilk. And then, let's see. Oh, I need my psyllium husk. I'm not awake yet. We're going to do a tablespoon of psyllium husk. And then I'll go ahead and add my egg in that. And then here I should probably mix that up a little bit. I have my yeast and water. Add that in. And about a teaspoon of honey. And I'll go ahead and mix that up. Hey, Peanuts Pepper, thanks for coming in. Always be prepared. Hello and welcome. I'm going to add a little pinch of stevia in there. Sweeten it up a little bit. Ghost, I sent you an email. I'm going to grab my muffin pan out. I'm going to go ahead and butter this up so my biscuits don't stick. Hey, Keto Mama, thanks for coming in. We're just doing a super simple, quick breakfast. I was hoping and trusting God will come in. Hopefully now I said his name, he'll jump in. But trusting God was wanting keto biscuits. And I told him last week that I would get this out to him on a live. I'm going to get my, I better clear out. I'm going to put my oven on 375. Moonchild, hello and welcome. Dangerous Freedom, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. So I'm going to just get this biscuit mix into my muffin pan. Hold on just a second, you guys. Hey, Susanna, thanks for coming in. Ginger Ninja, hey, how's it going? I'm feeling a little better today, thank you. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, Janet Doyle. Doing stuff with Nikki. Hey, girl, how's it going? Thank you, Dangerous. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Now, I'm just doing a small batch because it's just me and my husband, but you can double this batch if you need to and make more. Hey, Moon Child, Moonlight Gypsy, hello. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Share me out if you would, please. Joe Morgan, hello and welcome. Han Solo, hello. You guys are rock. So I put some of the homemade ghee that we made on Ghost Prepper's panel last night in my skillet. So I'm going to fry my sausage gravy up in that. Just chopping up my sausage right now. Hello, Zoe, and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up, everyone. Hondo, hello, and welcome. If there's anybody I missed, I'm sorry. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Ginger Ninja, how's things going on your end? Here in the future, me and Ginger Ninja should be going live. Just waiting on her side of things. Thank you, Keto Mama. I'm just waiting for the biscuits to get done and the sausage to brown up. Good morning, Miss Mary. Thanks for coming in. I hope you are doing well. You see that ghee on the table, Ghost? I just hit the phone. Yes, the knee threw me behind in getting ready for my daughter's graduation. We are still on for that. Awesome. Yeah, it's been busy. I completely understand, and I'm sorry that you hurt your knee. I'm glad it's getting a little better. Ghost. I just went to my daughter's graduation. She just graduated 6th grade, so I had her graduation the other day. Thank you, Big Chief. It's funny, you know, at like graduations when they say the most likely to be this or most likely to be that. They announced that my daughter was most likely to be the next president. I thought that was funny. Gave me a chuckle. Wouldn't that be awesome, though? So I am going to go ahead, instead of using flour to make my gravy, what I do is I'll do a half teaspoon of anthem gum on my gravy, and that's just what I use to replace the flour. Hey, Peter Doe, thanks for coming in. How you doing? Good to see you. Just for president. No, thank you. I don't need that many eyes on me. I get nervous enough getting up here talking to y'all on YouTube. I can't imagine standing in front of thousands of people trying to give a speech. Stars Prepper, hello and welcome. We're home. Come over, girl. You can come eat some sausage gravy and biscuits. I've missed you. I'm glad you're home. You made it safe. How did your vacation go? I hope you found tons of adventures and no issues. I'm just reading the chat, trying to catch up. Potatoes are now in the lead. What kind of potatoes? Like diced potatoes? Whole potatoes? I am making sausage gravy and biscuit keto style this morning, Peter. And I'm sorry, Peter, but I did have to remove your comment. I don't like talking about politics or religion on my channel, whether that's in the chat or not. So I do apologize. Potatoes and first, followed by chicken and bone broth, then ground beef. Wow. We had a good time. Warmer here. We did Sturgis. Awesome. That's so cool. I know it's off season in Sturgis, but still, that's awesome that you got to go. I hope you took lots and lots of pictures. I want to see pictures. That's okay, Peter. Some people don't know when they come in here, but I do like listening about it just on other channels, not on mine. I'm not liking this wooden spoon that I'm using. I'm not chopping anything up I want chopped up. You got to see a moose? That is exciting. Was it on the road or where was it at? Where'd you see it? 11 p.m., 11:10 p.m. Sunday morning. It is 9:12 a.m. Oh, yeah, you're in Australia. It's yeah, it's Sunday at 9:12 a.m. here. So I am cooking with fresh sausage, so the consistency is a little different from store-bought sausage. It's a little, I don't know, bouncier, I guess you could say. It's a little harder to chop up for me. Yeah, they are huge. Moonlight Gypsy, they're huge. Good morning, Heritage Heart Homestead. It's amazing how big they are. Seeing them on TV and movies and stuff definitely doesn't do them any justice. All right, that's pretty well chopped up to my liking. So now I'm just going to add some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to let that come to a simmer. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. You go get some more salt in there. Just raising bouncy boots. Off the side of the road was with a group of deer. The deer looked different. I saw bison. I saw prairie dogs. Was Wild Kingdom. That is awesome. I'm so glad you got to see that stuff. Did you get any pictures of the animals? Did the moose have a squirrel with them? I'm making your favorite breakfast, Heritage Heart Homestead. I was wondering how it could be made keto. I love grape jelly on my biscuits and gravy. Traffic is starting to pick up out there. I was waiting for you to say something, Jace, about that grape jelly. My biscuits are getting there. They're not quite done yet. I can't wait to try this ghee on the biscuits. I'm not a mess here. Hey, Gemma, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Moonlight. That was such a good cartoon, Rocky and Bullwinkle. That was like such a good cartoon. So clean. What's wrong with grape jelly? It just doesn't go on gravy and biscuits. I guess it would be fine if it was just a biscuit. I really don't cook in large batches. I guess it's a large batch for 2 people, but I just try to make extra for 2 people so that I don't have to cook all day. Like Barrett, my husband, he'll be eating on this all day. Gemma, I'm feeling a little rubbish. I will call you later. All right, sister. I hope you feel better. I'm hoping that we have some. I was going to look at my phone and it's up there recording my cooking. But I'm hoping that the sun comes out today. I haven't even checked the weather yet, but it's been really gloomy and rainy here, and I'm ready for it to be sunny and dry out the ground so I can get back out in my gardens. We raised a pig, and the sausage out of it was so good. Yeah, fresh meat is always way better. Oh, best life. I couldn't do it. Another thing jellies sound weird on, but is good in grilled cheese. No, no, no. I couldn't do it. Sorry. Yeah, the weather has gone bonkers. Now, I like my grilled cheese with pickles, but I think that's more common than with jelly. I'm going to have to organize a grape jelly intervention. I've been in my house coat all morning. Ugh. It's chilly here this morning. It's crazy. I'm glad it's cooler, but up and now temps are so strange. Yeah, it is. And it's weird because 40 degrees you would think would be a little warmer, but I've been freezing. Yeah, grilled cheese and pickles. Dill pickles. Yeah, we are in spring and Australia is in autumn. A week into winter. Oh, it seems this year's flying by though already. You know, if you think about it, we're already almost halfway into the year. Scary. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yes. Grilled cheese, tomato soup, and pickles. Yum. This gravy is just about done. We just need to let it thicken up a little bit more. Probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 more minutes on the biscuits. Grape jelly exists to hang out with peanut butter, maybe on toast or a biscuit. That's pretty much it. I agree. It's okay, Heritage Heart Homestead. I understood what you were saying. Moonchild, yeah, you do. Start your own channel on grape jelly. Ginger Ninja in North Carolina, we can literally have all 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, Ohio is pretty much the same. Ohio is always PMSing. Yep, it is flying by, Heritage Heart Homestead. Seems like there's not enough hours in the day, and when it's raining and cloudy and wet, it seems like it's a waste of a day, at least for me. Thank you, Gemma, for sharing me out. Anybody else in the chat, if you could share me out, I'd appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Warren says we've had enough winter here. You can have it. Yeah, Moonchild. You gonna can with us next week? Oh wow. Moonlight says it's so hot here and it hasn't rained in at least a month. Jeez. Oh, I can't do grits either. I don't know why. I've tried to make myself like grits. I can't do it. And this year, I'm growing collard greens for the first time. I've never grown. They're Georgia collard greens, and I've never grown them before because I've never liked collard greens. So this year, I'm gonna try it. It's been years since I've tried them, so we're gonna see how that goes. I might have to hit Ghost up on how to cook them. Safari and Ruby kids, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Aw, from Brazil. Thank you. My ex-husband is from Ohio, Shepherd Lake. I lived there for 6 months. Let's see. Keto Mama says we have all 4 seasons also. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry to hear that, Moonchild. Don't have internet, plus I don't know if I have to work. I'm a country girl though, and though I was raised on grits. Ooh. Out in shorts, bringing cold weather. That's so funny because my husband was making fun of me the other day because I had shorts on and a hoodie. I had a doctor's appointment. And he's like, "What are you doing wearing shorts and a hoodie?" I was like, "Because I'm kind of cold, but I'm kind of hot." If you know, when you go into the doctor's office, they always keep them freezing cold in there. I add a little more pepper. Check the biscuits again. They're starting to get a little brown on the top. Woohoo. Yeah, now I'm really curious what they're gonna end up voting on, Ghost. Like what it's gonna be. Have you ever canned whole potatoes, Ghost? Here in North Carolina, we wear flip flops, long pants, and a tank top, and carry an umbrella. Jess, it's just after 11:30 p.m. here. Must go and get some shut eye. Been great chatting. Stay safe and best wishes to you and your family and everyone until we meet again. Thank you for coming in, Peter Dow. I hope you sleep well, and we'll see you soon. Nice, Ginger Ninja. Okay. Are they like diced potatoes or whole potatoes, or how do you can your potatoes, Ghost? Here's the last batch of potatoes I did, Ghost. Super awesome. All you gotta do is crack them open and eat them. Although I don't eat them. Guests and my husband eats them. Well, Barrett went strict keto, so he hasn't been eating them either. So mainly they're for guests now, right? Nice. Jess, I did stand in front of a pressure cooker and stared at it yesterday, then chickened out. I am getting closer. Well, that's awesome. Little steps every day, Moonlight Gypsy. You can do it, though. We're all here for you, and we'll walk you through it. Thank you, Gemma. You're beautiful, too. I made grape jelly a few weeks ago. Nice. I need to figure out how to make jellies that are keto. I've done dandelion jelly that was keto with stevia. The only problem is it doesn't thicken up. Like if I put it on the shelf in the pantry, it won't thicken up. But if I put it in the fridge, it thickens up. So, I mean, it's not too big of a deal. All I got to do is throw it in the fridge for a little bit before I go to use it. But it would be nice to have a consistent jelly, I guess you could say. Warren Lewis, I'll come eat the potatoes, Jess. Anytime, Warren. Yeah, Moonlight Gypsy needs to can with us. I think it's just like anything else, really. Heritage Heart Home said, just like YouTube, like the first time you jump on that panel, and still sometimes I still get nervous before I hit that live button. When you jump on a panel, you just get nervous, and I think it goes for canning, just stuff you're not used to doing all the time. It's completely understandable. All right. That gravy is thicking up. Biscuits need a few more minutes. I just inherited my uncle's stuff, and he way better than me. That's awesome, Ginger Ninja. Jess, my mother is diabetic, and we can a lot of things for her. Yeah. That's the thing, like, people don't realize, like, the keto lifestyle really goes hand in hand with homesteading and canning, and homemade foods, like cooking for yourself. You can do it, Moonlight Gypsy. We're all standing behind you. We'll all cheer you on. I don't know, like, I'm trying to remember back when I first started canning. My husband was really scared, and my great aunt was really scared for me. But I think I was just, like, too young and naive to realize, like, when you're young and carefree, you don't really care what's going on. I just jumped right in there and just started doing it. And they were more scared than I was. We made a peach barbecue, which is a lot better than expected. Nice. Ooh, that reminds me. The other night we were talking on a live, and I was supposed to get a barbecue recipe, a bourbon. What was that? I can't remember. No, it was a jam. I wrote it down. I need to go back into my computer room and look that up. That barbecue sauce does sound really good, though. We got 15 people in this live. Woohoo! That's awesome. My mouth is watering. I'm ready for some breakfast now. Why am I missing? I'm missing all kinds of comments, and I'm sorry. I just flipped over to the YouTube side of it. I don't know why I'm missing all these comments. If I've missed your comment, I am sorry. You're welcome, Moonlight Gypsy. Yeah, you are so right, Moonchild. It takes so much energy and time to get everything prepped and ready to start canning. The best life. Things were different when I was young, smart and handsome. Now I'm just handsome. Ginger bacon and pancakes. Bacon sounds good. Yeah. Thank you, Gemma. Gemma's such a great supporter. If you guys don't know Gemma, head over to her channel and check her out. Such good people. I must be craving peaches. Peach salsa sounds good too. I have canned peach salsa, and it turned out all right. I haven't ate it in a long time because peaches aren't really keto, but it turned out okay. You're welcome, Gemma. It's the truth, though. I just made peach and blueberry jam from what I picked 2 weeks ago. Awesome. I can't wait until my berries start coming on. My blueberries and raspberries and blackberries. Has anybody ever tried canning like currants or gooseberries or anything like that? Ugh, I can't do hot. I can't even say that word, goose pepper. Blueberry and jalapeno or habanero. Habanero. It would be blueberry and habanero. I can't do the hot. Bacon jam is that what dreams are made of? A keto canning for dummies tutorial series would be great. Hello, Felicia. Thanks for coming in. Actually, I do have a canning playlist for keto on here. I am still working on it, but there are some videos in there. We can't have gooseberry in North Carolina. Why? Best life. That means you need to jump up on the panel and you need to can with us too. I need to start writing down people's names that mention things in the chat like that, so I can keep an eye on who hasn't pressure canned yet. Okay, the best life. Who was it? It was Moonlight Gypsy, right? Yeah. Warren says, I haven't done canning on my own. I helped my grandmother years ago, though. Warren, do you ever jump on anybody's panel? I've never seen you jump on anybody's panel before. Oh, you better get one. The best life. Get to the Goodwill or Salvation or secondhand place, wherever you have there in Montana. You should do it at my house. Keto Homestead with Jess. Yeah. I had to wait until you came back from vacation. We'll make it a date, Stars Prepper. Yes, Go should make a video on how to make it. Oh, okay. Well, maybe one of these days you'll jump on Ghost panel with us and can with us, Warren. biscuits are done. Now, I like mine pretty brown. You don't have to leave them in as long as I do, but I like mine with a little crust on top. Work with me. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Looks so yummy. I'm starving now. Waiting for this to get done. It's super hot, so it's not going to want to come out right away. But I want to taste it hot. That would be fun. I need to get all my canning stuff out and check the seals, etc. Yes. That's all right. The best life. Virginia, she canned on her propane thingy. I can't think right now. I'm sorry. Her outdoor propane stove she canned on, so. I want to try this ghee on my biscuit before I do the sausage gravy and biscuit. Mmm. Yeah, that ghee makes a world of difference. Ooh, that sounds good, James. I made chip beef on toast yesterday. Woo. I'm definitely foodie. I love all food. Ready for the big review? I'm really kind of sad Trustin' Dog didn't show up. That look good? I always make you hungry, Heritage Heart Homestead. At least it's healthy food. Now, if you could just make the healthy food with me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I wish we had taste-o-vision and smell-o-vision. The best life every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ghost Prepper's channel. Do I have any stars, Prepper? Is there any way you could drop Ghost's link in the chat? I'm sure everybody's already subbed to him, but just in case. Thank you, Stars Prepper. That looks great. High five. It is super good. I've tried that Aldi's keto bread, and I don't know. It ain't right. It doesn't have any taste to it at all. It's just like you're eating cardboard or something to me. I love SOS. I'm a veteran and we had it often. Yeah, he has been in a lot of pain here lately, Moonlight. I hope he gets it under control. It's the worst. I hate being in pain. Moonlight Gypsy, yes you can. Hey, Moonlight Gypsy, thank you. She just became a member. That's so awesome. I also found out that I really like fried okra while in the Navy. Warren, oh, you don't know how? Okay, I'll do it. So Warren, this year I planted okra for the first time. I hadn't had okra since I was like 19 years old, and I didn't like it. And it might be, my taste buds have probably changed in that time. So I planted okra this year. So that's another thing I'm going to have to learn how to process and cook. So anybody that has experience with okra and greens, I would love to hear how you cook it. I don't know. I can't see. I'm on StreamYard. I'll have to switch over to YouTube and see who's mods and who's not. Oh, Gemma got it. Thank you, Gemma. Leslie, sorry I'm late. How did the ghee turn out? The ghee turned out awesome. And I just actually used it to make my sausage gravy. And then I used it on my biscuits. And it is so good. I would say liquid gold, but it's not liquid anymore. So, but it's super good. Turned out great. Have you used yours yet, Ghost? Yeah. If I was to do fried okra, I'd have to learn to do I'd have to figure out how to do some type of keto breading for it, Warren. Hey, Nose Picking, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Now, I just seen you. Why can't I see you again? There you are. Oh, you haven't used it yet? Thank you, Leslie. I want to have been able to do it with everybody on the panel, though. I had Ghost and Alaskan Prepper and the Milkmaid and Virginia, and I think that was everybody. It was awesome. It's awesome to can with people. It's so much better than being in the kitchen and doing it by yourself. You actually have friends there to talk to, hang out with. You place an order. There's plenty here, Ghost. I wonder if DoorDash would do something like that, deliver from one person's house to the other. Wouldn't that be cool? That sounds good, Felicia. Yeah, I do breading with the pork chops with the almond flour too. I tried it with what was it? The pork rinds. The breading with pork rinds, and I didn't care for that one. That was horrible. I also use the almond flour and Parmesan cheese for salmon patties. Have you tried that? I don't know if you like salmon patties, but that's really good in the salmon patties too. They better. Somebody's gonna get a whooping. Do you see that question, Ghost? The Best Life is asking, when will we know what is being canned this week so I can get the supplies? I love almond flour. I don't particularly like to cook with coconut flour, but some people do. I think almond flour is just way easier to play with. Love salmon patties, yeah. It's super good, and they get that outside crispiness, that like crust. Oh my gosh, they turn out so good. Thank you, Nose Pickin', you rock. You guys, I'm eating another one. It's so good. Wouldn't that be awesome? I would love to just like cook a whole like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner for all my YouTube friends here, my YouTube family, and just like do taste tests and let you all test all these recipes. Wouldn't that be so fun? Yeah, the poll is up to vote the Best Life. You need to vote and see what you want to can. I need to go over there and vote too. I haven't had a chance yet this morning. Yes, I make homemade mushroom soup all the time. Heritage Heart Homestead is the best mushroom soup ever. Oh, it's so good. Do you fry up the tuna like you do salmon? I like eating salmon like cold out of the can, but not salmon, tuna. I like eating tuna out of the can cold, like in tuna salad, but I've never like tried to fry it up. Hey, Ark Wildman, thanks for coming in. I just made some sausage, gravy, and biscuit, keto style, homemade. Hopefully you can see that. I'm on my second serving. Oh, thank you, Gemma. You're amazing too. It's almost a 3 ways high right now between potatoes, ground beef, and chicken and bone broth. Wow. Yeah, Best Life only goes to town once a month, so. I'm the same way, Best Life. I hate going to town unless I have doctor's appointments, and then I have to go to town more than once a month, which has been happening a lot lately, so I've been moody. Tuna and flounder are the only fish I'll eat. I hate fish that taste fishy. I do too. But I don't think salmon is very fishy tasting. And I like trout. I'll eat some trout. Hey, Pizza Homestead. It's good to see you. Long time. I hope everything is well. I'm so hungry now. Oh, yeah, Leslie. I think you said that last night too, didn't you? You said you wanted to do sausage. Sausage is just like ground beef, though. So once you learn how to do hamburger or sausage, either one is the same. Oh, okay. You use it in tuna patties, also very tasty as well. Keto Homestead with Jess, please make a video on how to make mushroom soup. I use it for a recipe, but I want to make my own healthy. Sure, I will do that. I need to write that down so I don't forget. I hope its chicken have lots of legs still from last year and new birds going in freezer this month. I'm new to all the canning, so that's good to know. Yeah. Yeah, meat is primarily, I guess it depends whether you're cold packing or hot packing, but if meat's really simple, I think meat's like the easiest thing to can and the quickest. Well, not, I mean, it's just easy to, because you don't have all that prep work. You're just putting raw meat into a jar and canning it. So all you have to do is babysit your canner. So I really like doing raw meat pack. Your filling chicken will win. I was wondering about that, Ghost. My guess was either going to be on the chicken or the ground beef. I know that you said you planted okra. I am also fixing to transplant my okra, but not sure how many to plant in my 7-gallon container. Can I plant more than one of them together? I'm not sure. That would be good for somebody else in the chat. If anybody has an answer for Leslie, please let her know. I actually planted 4 okra plants this year, and I started them in the house, and I waited until they got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, 3-4 inches tall, and then I transplanted them outside, and they're doing really good. And a lot of people said that they don't like transplanting, but they're doing good. And I was curious too. I know okra produces a lot of okra, so I only did 4 because I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. So I'm hoping that'll be enough for 2 people. I don't know. Pete, do you know? Ark Wildman, would you know? Ghost might know too. Heritage Heart Home says, I have 4 turkeys in the freezer. I really need to can those. Yes, you need to make some bone broth out of that. Yum. Hey, Abby's Life on the Farm. Thanks for coming in. Could you can meatballs? And yes, I do have somewhere on my shelf. I have meatballs and marinara sauce. I don't know where they're at right now, but yes, you can. That's the awesome thing, Felicia, about canning and being keto, because basically you make your keto recipe and can it. A lot of store-bought tomato soup, tomato sauces, all that stuff, your marinara sauces and stuff, they're full of sugar, which I'm sure you know. And you can't eat that. So about 8 years ago, I think it's been 8 years, I started just canning all my own tomato sauces and all my own tomato products so that way I can eat it. 6 inches apart and keep watered well. They get kind of tall. Mine are in the ground. I've grown okra in barrels cut in half before. I had a dozen 2 rows of 6 on the horizontal cut barrel, and I've had about 8 to 10 in a barrel cut in half. They grow straight up, need root space. Okay. Oh, Stars Pepper, no, you had a beautiful herb little thing going on. That stinks. That is sad to come home to. I'm sorry. Well, once my herb plants get established, you can come over and get some cuttings if you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The stuff that you can find that is keto friendly, Felicia, is like super expensive. I've got I got okra. Here's my plant bag. I've got okra from I can't think now. I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart, you guys. I gotta find my plant bag real quick. Nope, that's not it. I have everything in this bag that I take out that I still need planted. And of course, I probably put them away. Yeah, I did. And the okra is like, the strain that I have is like 500 years old from a certain family. Arkansas Woodcutter is who I got it from. So I don't know really much anything about it other than on the front of it says it's 500-year-old seed and that it was from a family that grew it all these years. So I'm hoping it produces pretty good. We'll see. Bye, Warren Lewis. Thanks for coming out. Hope you have a great day. That's what I'm hoping that this okra, the 4 that I planted, Pete, that they produce a lot because I have a neighbor that really wants okra too. So I'll be sharing it between me and my husband and the neighbor if we like it. I don't know. We'll see. Keto convention. Hey, Liberty Warrior. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Did you ever get any of that okra, Pete, from Arkansas Woodcutter? I would like to know some more information on it. I guess I could email him. I gotta get something to drink. It's gonna be super loud because I'm gonna use the ice machine real quick. I'm sorry. Okay, Pete says he didn't get his from them. I know. Isn't rabbit poop like the best Moonlight Gypsy? I love rabbit poop. I don't remember how many plants of okra I had last year. It was a lot though, and didn't get enough each time it was ready. But last year was also kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see. I guess that's the part of homesteading is doing and learning. I went out, and I still have to edit it, but I went out to the garden the other day to do an update video for everybody on my channel. And oh, my cabbage is looking amazing. It's already balling up like a head of cabbage. It looks so good. And when I went out to look at it, I had these little green aphid eggs all through it. I was so mad. So I got the neem oil out and squirted them. So hopefully that took care of them. And I haven't been out back to the garden for a couple of days because it's just been pouring down rain. So I'm hoping after spraying the neem oil, it killed the eggs, and then the rain just washed everything away. So cross my fingers, next time I go out, it will be looking good again. Just you hot or cold pack ground beef? I personally cold pack it. I'm lazy. Most of my meat that I do, I always cold pack. It's a lot faster and quicker and simpler. The only thing that I don't really cold pack is like whole chicken or whole turkey. I will cook them halfway through to make it easier to get the meat off the bone. You gotta go pee? Huh? Is that why you're pacing? I like the cow horn okra. Pick it small for pickled okra. I don't see, and that's the thing, I don't even know what type of okra this is. Hey, Monty. Thanks for hopping in. It's good to see you. Monty loves pickled okra. I don't think I would like pickled okra because I don't like pickled anything other than pickles. I have a really hard time. But then again, my taste buds could have changed. Like, funny story is, before I started keto, I hated seafood or anything that came out of water. I couldn't tolerate it. Just the smell of it just turned my stomach. I just couldn't deal with it at all. Anybody else could be eating it and would make me sick. And then I went strict keto for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden, naturally, I just started craving it. And I'm like thinking to myself, how do you crave something you've never had before? It's so weird. But I was craving salmon and shrimp, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? So we went out and got a bunch of crab legs and salmon and shrimp, and we just like had a huge seafood, I don't know, meal. And ever since that day, I've been eating shrimp and fish and everything I can get my hands on. It's crazy. And crab legs, like I hated crab and lobster and stuff, like, ugh. But now I love it. It's so weird. I got Clemson spineless and red burgundy okra. Nice, Pete. I want it when you start harvesting that. Can you do a video so I can see the differences? My zucchini plant was spinning in circles from the wind blowing so hard yesterday. I had to put sticks all around them to keep them in place. Wow. That's crazy. You gotta pee? Or you just want lovin's? Huh? You see me on Prepping 101? I've never had scallops. I don't know about that. That might be pushing a little bit. I don't know what they taste like. It's been a while since I've been over there on Prep 101, Liberty Warrior. I appreciate you coming over, though. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it. So, okay, Ark Wildman and Pete, you're still in here, right? Let me know you're both in here because I have something to show you. Keela, come on. I'm going to let my dog out, too. Give me just 1 second. Go pee, baby. Go pee. Are you both here? Are you both here? I'm so excited. Yep, okay. I'm too chicken to try scallops, too. Okay. Oh, my claw are being crazy. So, for people that don't know, Ark Wildman Survival and Pete's Old Homestead sent me some sassafras. So Ark is in Arkansas and Pete's in Kentucky. Let me shut this door. It's about super loud. So I'm being super stingy, and I saved some of it for tea, but the other ones, look at this. Let's see if I can do it this way better. Can you see it? Oh, let's come back a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. Let's try it this way. You see that green? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So 2 of these are from Pete and 2 are from Ark Wildman. And they have sprouted. That's sassafras. Isn't that amazing? I had no idea that it would sprout, but it did. And it's growing. And it is thriving. I'm so excited. All right, the best life. Better take your dog out too. Monty says, we planted 6 rows of Clemson spineless a week ago. Awesome. Yes, Ark Wildman. Isn't that awesome? They sprouted. I'm so excited. I hope they just keep growing. Yeah, I hope it keeps going too. But I was pretty shocked that they actually started sprouting. Hey, TH2. Best life. Oh, here we go. Everyone loves to say sassafras. Well, it's a good word. I like that word. There's Susanna. That's so funny. Thank you, Ghost. That's awesome of you. Gemma's such a good person. You had sassafras shine. I bet that would be good. It is fun to say best life. But I don't know. I don't know why I was so shocked that it would sprout, but it did. Hey, Ketolicious. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry you missed it. I cooked a sausage gravy and biscuits this morning, and I stuffed my face on the live, and everybody got to watch me eat. It was super yummy. I'm scared to press the end button on my cell phone because the last time I did that, I got booted off completely off of StreamYard. I'm going down for the count, Jess. Thanks for canning with me. You're welcome, Ghost Prepper. Get some sleep. Oh, I'm sure I'll see you later today sometime. I'm filming a video about prisoners with diabetes. Ooh, that'll be interesting. What is keto? Low carb. But now you threw me off. Let's see. Low carb, high fat, moderate protein. That's what I tell everybody. And another thing I like to say, Ketolicious, is keto is the way God intended us to eat. If anybody wants to come up here and chat with me, they're more than welcome to. Just know that, You need to at least show your face to me when you first come up, and we don't talk about politics or religion. Please be respectful. And I just posted the StreamYard link in the chat. Pickled eggs. Oh, I don't know. I can't say I don't like them because I've never tried them because I don't like anything pickled, but that's a new thing. I put beets in the ground this year too because Howie over at Food Forest Permaculture is always talking about the great health benefits about beets. So I put beets in the ground this year, and it's the first time I'm growing those. And Barrett wants some pickled eggs and beets. So I'll be doing that for the first time as well this year. Yes, Moonlight Gypsy and be dressed. We don't need no nakedness. You have funny memories of pickled eggs. I'm scared to ask. I'm growing beets for my first time this year. Also awesome. The best life. What are you planning on doing with them? Are you canning them? Are you pickling them? Are you just going to eat them? This year, I really, really wanted to step up my gardening game and grow as many varieties of different plants as I could possibly grow. So that's why I started incorporating all these the okra, the beets, the greens. How you doing, Gemma?
Yeah, it's I've had a bit of a difficult few hours last night. One of my friends on here did a tribute stream for Jeff last night, and yeah, let's just say I kind of lost control of my emotions and bawled all the way through it.
Well, it's all right. It's still fresh and it's still raw. You still need time.
It was really good though because they showed photos of him from like when he was younger, and they showed some of the unseen footage that he'd released to a few friends, and it was like footage of him talking about like his struggle on like YouTube, his confidence and stuff. And I never knew that. And it was kind of, I was like, he made out so well that he was confident. He was always like, "Oh, this is so fun," and I'm like, that video, I'm like, I had no idea. Like, most of it was an act. He'd put on this act so well that no one knew of the struggle that he was having. And it wasn't until I looked back at some videos yesterday that I got sent from him. And I'm like, duh, that makes sense now, because now I look back at it, I'm like, I could see it. He was uncomfortable, and it kind of reminded me of the little bits of struggle that I'd had with him. I'm like, that makes sense, because now I look back at it, he was just trying to fit in. He was trying to find his place, and it kind of made me realise that it wasn't so easy for him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, there's been studies done, Gemma, on people, with depression and people that have problems and stuff like that, that they go out of their way to make everybody else happy, and they hide their own pain, and they put on a persona that they're okay, and that's what they do, and that's how they make it through life, is to make others happy.
Yeah, that's why, like, I kind of sat here yesterday and I was like, you know what, I have to keep doing what he would have wanted me to do and get back on track with the videos, because I've kind of let my channel stack a little bit. And that's why, like, yesterday I actually went round to my dad's house, and because he hasn't been very well, so I saw him for the first time in like 10 days yesterday. And I've literally got like a pile of videos that I printed out yesterday.
Nice.
So I'm getting back on track, and I've got one for today that I'm filming about prisoners with disabilities. So this talks about the UK statistics, and it's actually quite shocked me. It's like, the article says that 50% of inmates who go into prison after committing an offence have a severe form of a disability, and I didn't know that. I was like, whoa, that's extremely high.
Well, now you'll have to really get your butt in gear, because I am super interested in hearing about this one. So you better get in gear.
Yeah, I've literally got like all the notes. This is from this is actually a Parliament article from my local hometown MP. Released this on Thursday, I think it was, and I only just saw it. So I printed it off my dad's yesterday. And I've literally like highlighted. I've got my script here, and then all the highlighted notes. There's like 4 pages that I had to go through, and I've highlighted like about 3-4 paragraphs out of the whole thing, and I'm like, wow, that needs to be told. Wow, this needs to be told. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah. I just want to say first, Prepper says I would like to learn to do sauerkraut. I lied. That's one thing I like too. That's pickle too. I love sauerkraut. And thank you for resubbing to me, Susanna. I appreciate it. And Keto-licious, that sounds delicious. Yeah. So we got to get you back in your routine.
Yeah, which is what I'm trying to do. As from today, I'm getting focused and back into my work kind of schedule, because that's what Jeff would have wanted, and especially with his mum being in the chat yesterday, and she kind of said some things to me. She's like, Gemma, why have you let yourself stop? Shouldn't you? I know you're upset and we're grieving and we miss him and that. And what would Jeff say right now if you were still here? I'm like, yeah, he would have pulled my ass and dropped a phone call by now, and he would have been what for? And she's like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, I need to get back to doing what I do. And she was like, Jeff wouldn't want you to stop just because you're upset. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not just that. It's fact I've just found it hard to sit here and film and get my message out. And I'm just like, ugh. And
it is hard, but that's what you gotta keep doing, is trucking through and pushing through.
Yeah, which is why she said to me last night, she went, you know, Gemma, you're one of the most strongest people that Jeff found on here. She went, what would he say if you stopped? I was like, he wouldn't let me. She's like, exactly. So it's like, I sat here this morning, I'm like, you know what, I've got my notes here, I just need to film it, I've got my content for next week. Like, I've got another like 10 articles in here that I printed off yesterday, and I've got this one that I'm doing today, and I'm just like, okay, Gemma, time, you had enough slacking off, you need to get back to doing what you're doing. And so I'm going to film that today, get that edited, hopefully get it up for tonight, or if not tomorrow. So I'm going to try and get that done today. And when you just said about coming up, I was like, okay, I'll come up, because she obviously wants someone up with her. So I was like, yeah, I'll come up and chit chat and whatnot. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate you coming up here. That's awesome. You know, I
like a lot of people. I don't know if you can actually see this. Probably not, because I'm not. But this is a sensory necklace that I wear from a company who do specialised jewellery for people with disabilities, and this is a silicone latex, and it's basically, I can use it as like a squidgy, or I can use it to like rub on my face or play in my hands, and they're really, really good. They're so soft, and they're government approved and everything. So this is one of my favourite ones. This is called the Gemstone piece. And I was just like, oh, well, my name's Gem. I was like, it's quite handy. So I put it onto there. I'm like, I have a bit of colour in. Purple's my favourite colour. So
yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
So it's like literally, it's only like this little, it's like literally just a little like ring kind of. But yeah, I have a whole box of them in my bedroom. I have bracelets. I have little hand fidget ones. And I think last count I had like 35, 40 pieces of different coloured ones. And yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, Domestic Gangster, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, and even like with my anxiety and stuff, something like that, you know, would be awesome, because I'm always fidgeting when, you know, I'm stressed out or something.
Yeah. Awesome. Keto-licious at Mary's place. Yeah. The thing is with me, a lot of people think that I'm just this obsessive kind of non-flexible person, but I try and be flexible as much as I can, because I know not all people are going to find my content amazing or helpful or whatever. My content is very strict based on my autism experiences, and kind of I talk about mental health, disability, and like Jess said, I'm only going to mention it a little bit because she said she didn't want to mention it, but I do some political disability videos, but that's about it on my channel, and that's all I'll say on it. But I kind of just basically try and make people aware of how to accept people with disabilities and stuff. Heritage, I'm okay. I saw you in the chat yesterday. You know, I think I got the most out of what I needed to say yesterday. And I think that I needed it as a way of closure, and the fact that his mum was in the chat, and that kind of helped me because I don't think she knew the impact that her son had made on a lot of people on YouTube, considering his short journey on here. But he was very, very good, and like she said, that she had no idea that a lot of people had that much help from him. And like I said to her, I've still got all the screenshots, I've still got all the subscriptions that he subscribed to on different channels, I've still got the streams we did, and like I've got a whole folder on my email just of videos and photos, and so I think I've got like 120 items in the actual email folder. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. Now, did all the videos that you and Jeff did, were they all streams or?
Most of them, yeah. We did do a few private videos on Facebook, just like mucking about and being stupid. Like he'd phone me, like so sometimes it's like 2, 3 a.m. my time in the morning. He's like, "Best friend, are you up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still up. I was just checking emails and stuff." He's like, "I'm phoning you right now." I'm like, "Jeff, I was about to go to bed." And he was like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Okay." And
Well,
I'd stay up to like 7, 8 a.m. my time in the morning. I'm like, "Jeff, I really need to go to bed now. I've been up like 20 odd hours." I'm like, shattered. He's like, "But," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I stayed up till like sometimes 9, 10 a.m. my time before I was actually have like 3 hours sleep. And he'd be like, "Oh, I see you're back up again." I'm like, "I'm filming, Jeff." Like,
well, I was thinking, Gemma, for your healing process, that might be a good thing to do. Like those private streams, if you can edit them and take out like personal stuff, but
yeah,
show your audience how you and Jeffrey interacted with each other and set it as a premiere. Maybe that
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, I've got a couple of bits I can do.
Yeah, and that'll help you with your healing process too. And not only that, that'll keep a memory alive there on your channel of what Jeff
Yeah.
really like behind the scenes with you.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's actually a poem that I want to share that me and Jeff actually wrote together. And I know Jeff, like I said on my friend's stream yesterday, Jeff did not like this poem. He wasn't too impressed with his side of it. But for the people who haven't heard it and don't really know who I am, this poem is called Stand Up, and it's basically written about not bullying people. So it goes like this. It says, stand up and be the change. Change the injustice we see every day. Every day is negative news which makes people frightened. Frightened we don't need to be, we need to be happy. Happy and stand up being who you are. We are the people who can be the change and the solution. Solution to encourage and inspire people to be the best. To be the best every day and to smile. Smile during every opportunity, as tomorrow is never promised. Tomorrow is never promised. We have to be brave and do things outside of the stereotypical box. Stereotypical box we're expected to conform in all the time. Time to break the mold and smash the wall of conforming. Conforming is made to be brokenness that we are all unique. Unique and given a purpose on this earth to serve. Serve people and to make their lives better. Better seeing other people smile when they feel worthless. Worthless because of being bullied and believing every word. Your words do have consequences. Consequences you never see, as indoors comes the hurt. Hurt by emotional words that you've spoken. Spoken without realising the action. Action you're unable to take back. But I've been there, I've experienced it. I've experienced being bullied. Bullied by people I thought I could trust. My trust is now hard to give out. Now I've been hurt in my past, I was too trusting. But now I stand strong for the first time in years. Years of believing others' words against me. I'm proud to be myself. Now we ask you one final question. Will you stand up when it's your time? Stand up and be the best you. Know that you're special and we believe in you.
That's awesome, Gemma. I love that. That was really good.
Me and Jeff wrote that a couple of years ago, and he wrote a lot of poetry behind the scenes with me and on his own. And one of the poems that I actually downloaded yesterday talked about his battle with depression. So I said to him, "Look, stop hiding it. Put something out there to let people know that you're suffering, that you go through this. Like, you know, you might help someone. You never know the impact of it." The poem's now had over 300 views, and he was like, "No one's going to listen to my crazy head." And I'm like, "Just do it. Put that out there. Even put it on private. If you don't want to put it public for first, well, put it private and then change it." So he put it on private for like a month, and then he was like, "Wow, Jen, my poem's gone bonkers." I'm like, "I told you." I was like, "Put it onto public." And then as soon as you put public, boom. And I'm like, "See," I said, "someone is listening to it." And I downloaded it, and he was like, yeah, Jem, you're just saying that." I'm like, no, because people like me who have depression find it helpful. I'm sure there's other people who needed to hear that.
Yeah, you're 100%
And
right.
he didn't know that. He was very, in a way, internal. He kind of kept a lot of things bottled up. It wasn't until I used to speak to him in private, he'd be like, how can you understand me? How do you get me? And I'm like, because I've been there. I have the depression. I have the anxiety. I have the internal thoughts every single day. My head's constantly going round with thoughts all the time. He goes, but you seem so calm. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, do you realize in my head I'm like boom, ba boom, ba boom all the time?
Yeah.
Just because I present myself as calm doesn't mean I am.
Right. And I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of people that do go through depression and anxiety and things like that, they just feel alone. They don't realize that there are other people out there that are going through the same thing. And when we share our experiences and things like that, then we can come together as a community to help lift each other up.
Exactly. So it's kind of some poems like that we wrote. There's a couple of others that I'll send over to that we wrote. And I'm like, how did we come up with this stuff? It was just so silly. Like, one of the poems we wrote was about people's humour and the way they communicate with people. It's like, you think you're being sarcastic, but actually you're doing this. And we literally would look back at it and we're like, this sounds so critical, but at the same time it's kind of true, because you've got people who are trying to do something or say something, yet we're like, are they joking? Are they being real? Are they not? And it's kind of, me and Jeff always struggle to kind of read people. I'm like, why are some people so confusing? Can't they just be straight? Tell me what they mean, what the agenda is, be direct with me. I'd rather that people do that to me than rather than try and be cryptic or be sarcastic with me. So I'm just like, I don't get it. And then I end up sitting here getting in a complete kerfuffle because I don't get it.
Yeah. Heritage Heart Homestead says, some of us aren't that brave. It takes a lot to put that much of ourselves in the public. And you're right. It is. It's scary at first to put yourself out there. But once you do, it's really liberating. Especially when people come along that have the same problems and that can boost you up and lift you up.
Yeah, YouTube's been the best thing for, like, me and Jeff. YouTube was the best thing for us because we kind of used it as therapy and we used it as a way to get our self-expression out. And yes, Jeff did it in a separate way from me. He was very much about being the Joker and this kind of character where he made everything funny and everything was just a game. And whereas a lot of the stuff we did in private or even online, a lot of it was serious, like the mental health stuff. And a lot of people didn't know he had a psychology degree. And for being so young, it was like, how the hell have you got a degree? Yeah. And he was like, I went straight from school, straight into a uni course. So he spent literally 6 years straight in education and spent another 5 years working with people with disabilities. So it kind of backs up what he talked about a lot of the time.
Yeah. And Moonlight Gypsy saying our own thoughts can be our worst enemies. You are right. Good morning, JV Outdoors. Thanks for coming in.
That's like Jess knows. I am very critical of myself. I'm someone who will get into deep thought about a lot of stuff that I've done, or if I'm planning to do a certain video, or I've done a video, or I'm in discussion with someone. I get so deep and critical. I think, shoot, am I going to say the right thing? And am I going to muck up? Am I going to wind someone up? Like yesterday, I met my sister's partner for the first time. And I was so nervous because this guy's like 6'3", built like a brick up here against me. And I'm like, how is this going to go? And I had to kind of sit there and go, okay, he's up here, I'm down here. Like, I don't know how the hell to talk to him. And it wasn't until he came up to me and he was like, oh, I'm Will, who are you? And then it kind of made that a bit more easy to actually, oh, well, my name's Gemma. And it made that discussion a little bit more easier. Whereas I was sitting there, he looked at me, I looked at him. I'm like, who's going to talk first? And it kind of made it a bit awkward. I'm like, is he going to do it? Am I going to have to do it? And it was kind of weird. So, but thank God he did it first. I'm like, made it more easier rather than me being awkward. So, yeah. Heritage, you should never delete videos, my friend. One thing on YouTube that I've been told is to never, ever delete videos. You know, I did delete a stream the other day and I sat there crying because I felt it was awful. So I did delete it. But if you're not happy with a video, you should always put them on private. Like, I think I've got on 6 years of being on YouTube, I think I put 5 videos on private that I wasn't very happy with, or it turned out to be a disaster. So never ever delete them, Heritage, because you lose the watch hours and you'll lose all the comments and stuff. So if you're not happy with them, always put them on private, and then you can put them republic at another time if you want to change them. But yeah, or you can actually make them private to people that if you want to send it to someone like Jess, you can just send it as an unlisted link, and then that person can watch it without having comments and stuff on it.
Yeah.
So that might be another way of doing it if you want to make videos.
Stars Prepper says the more it's talked about, the better. A lot of men are not going to admit it or take action for their help. Yeah, and I think that's really sad because men go through it too, and they have a voice that needs to be heard as well.
This is the thing with Jeff. He was very much like that. He was like, oh, well, we have to be tough, and, you know, men are not to be weak, and we have to not ask for help. And I'm like, this is so much BS, Jeff. It's unreal. I said, you know, you have to ask for help. Like everybody does. If you don't ask for help at some point, you're going to explode to the point you make yourself so medically ill, you're not going to know what's happening to you. Because, well, that's what people don't expect about us. They expect us to be, oh, everything's good, good, good all the time. And I'm like, really? Just be real with people. If you're not having a good day, tell people you're not. Like, I'm very real like that. I don't hide anything. If I'm struggling, you're going to know. So it's...
Yeah, nobody's perfect. Everybody has good days and everybody has bad days.
Exactly. I mean, like Gypsy, like my videos, I'm not professional at all. Like people say to me, oh, your videos are so professional, you're so well done, and you're well spoken, and your videos seem flawless. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, I film my videos about 5-6 times before I even put them through the editor. Because I muck up, my speech goes funny, or I go into a meltdown, or something will trigger me. I'm like, nope, boom, can't do it, nope, and I have to do it again. Like I'm not professional at all either. My videos take about 6 attempts before I'm even happy with them. I said to Jess the other day, I filmed one video like 8 times. I was so unhappy with my speech, or the way I was sitting, or the way I was trying to present it. I'm like, ugh. So it's, yeah, I'm not professional at all. I just try and get the point out, and then once it's done, I'm like, phew.
Yeah, it's exhausting, and it is. It's hard to put stuff out there and put yourself out there to the world.
Yeah, Heritage, if you want help with videos, Heritage, you want someone to go through them with you, if you want someone to check the like edits and stuff, you can drop me an email. I'm happy to help you if you want to have any help with videos, because it will help you to feel a bit more confident about it.
All right, you guys. Well, Gemma, I want to thank you so much for getting on the panel. I've been on here about 2 hours, so I'm starting.
Okay, thank you for having me
here. You're welcome. I want to thank everybody in the chat, to all the moderators, news picking, anybody else that was in here dropping links. Thank you so much for all your work. Thanks for everybody coming out to see me today. And I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.